out here with nature, getting my exercise in, and just listening to the surroundings, so peaceful. And it came to me that, a lot of us that are on this awakening journey and trying to discover our purpose here on earth, have struggled for so long, I believe, with believing that we are, in a sense, many gods, because we've been told that and taught and indoctrinated to believing that God is outside of us, and this portrait that we have been shown, in which doesn't even line up with the Bible, of how the Bible describes our God. So it's the things in which we've been indoctrinated to believe, and sometimes that really shakes our faith, and we don't want to believe that we are God. Like, we are, like, when you talk about God, we are in the likeness of Him. He created us to be able to do many things, many wonders in which He was able to do, but because we lack that self-esteem, or we lack that belief that we are, in a sense, a God, and because we've been told that, oh, you're no God, or whatever, what the world has done as far as that aspect. But we are, in a sense, many gods, and we create our own reality with our thought forms. And so what we feel or what we perceive to be happening around us is what controls our emotions, and therefore that's what we can attract into our lives. By shifting your thought and your perspective on things in life and things that's transpiring around us, shifting them and knowing and believing that you can create your own future and your own surroundings, then you can make a better environment for yourself. We have to learn to how to work with the energy around us. Whether you are aware of energy or vibrations or anything like that, there's many studies out there, scientific studies, that show how energy and how the words that you speak out of your mouth can be impactful, period. You can put a curse on someone just by the words that you speak out of your mouth. If you don't believe that, then you need to do some research, because I can tell you it's true. And if you watch, there's a scientist who actually did a video on vibration and the words that you speak and how it affects even the water, and he shows how the water changes when you use loving words versus negative words. And it's so impactful to see that video, because then you can come to realize that, the body, our bodies are made of 75% water. So that in itself should give you a flashing light. It should be going off. Okay, well, I need to be mindful of the words that I choose to use when I'm speaking to others, when I'm even thinking of myself. Me personally, I struggled for a long time. I've been through a lot in my lifetime, and I struggled, and I still struggle. I'm still trying to pull myself up out of this mental thing that has a grasp on me because of the things that has transpired in my life. But I get up every day with the purpose to do that, to change the way I look at things, to change the way I see things, to change the way I perceive things. Because when you have a negative mindset, then you are calling in negativity. Whether you believe that or not, that's what you're doing. You're calling in negativity. But if you can change your mindset and focus and find something positive to focus on, or to change how you see things, because everything works out to either bring growth in us, spiritual growth, and to elevate us on another vibration. So if you are able to shift the way that you perceive things and so forth, and work on yourself and building yourself up, self-love. I listen to a lot of affirmations. I go to sleep to affirmations. I do a lot of meditating. I spend a lot of time outdoors. I get a lot of clarity in nature, near water. All that. I suggest anyone that's on this path that you get outdoors. You know, we are all from the earth, and so therefore when you come outdoors, you are connecting with your mother, and you are able to gain some clarity and so forth, which, hey, I'm almost to the point like, honey, if I had a tent, I could probably live outdoors. I don't know, I got a little accustomed to my little electricity and my AC, but hey, I keep it up the way I'm going. I could possibly be preparing myself to be able to live in this beautiful concept of nature, you know, because that's where we all come from. Our ancestors, you know, they knew how to, you know, live in nature, how to use what God has given us to bring things into our life. You know, this is how they did. They twirled the earth. They took care of the earth. They took care of their surroundings. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But I'm just encouraging you all to give that some thought. If you are having anything negative going on around you in your surroundings or whatnot, then you may need to really think about how you're seeing things and perceiving things, or visualizing things, because when you can visualize on a more positive level, I don't know how I can encourage you to do that. If it's something that you love doing, if it's something that you want to see manifest into your life, then you need to visualize it. Visualize it with your eyes and your head, a thought form. Stay with that feeling no matter what's going on around you, outside of you, around in the world. Stay with that thought form. Visualize it, and it will manifest into your reality. Break the cycle of focusing on negativity, all those things, because you attract what you're thinking. Law of attraction. It's the truth. Law of attraction. If you are interested in knowing more, then you could do some research on the law of attraction, and that can help you to understand and open your mind to what I am speaking of. And I just want to encourage everyone out here that's on this journey, who are truly trying, putting forth their best effort to be the better version of yourself, the person in which you were called to be, and what your Creator called you here to be. We all have a divine purpose here on earth. We can all help each other. I don't care about this whole thing that they try to force down our throats about race issues and all of that. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all connected. So everyone needs to focus on that, and we need to unite and come together and love one another and support one another, regardless of, you know, this racial thing they're trying to put in our minds. For us to be at war with one another, we need to embrace and love one another, support one another, and be kind and compassionate to one another. Because a lot of what we have learned or what what we believe has been given to us. You know, this whole race concept, you know, when we came into this world, they're the ones that labeled us. They're the ones that given us all these labels, you know. But it's just an illusion. And we got to step out of that illusion and just see each other for what we are. We are like in the likeness of our Creator. We are His children. We are all a part of Him. And we should be supporting one another and loving and encouraging one another, because we got bigger wars to fight. Bigger wars. This is really a spiritual warfare. And if you are anyone that believes in God and the Creator, then you know what's going on. The stuff they're feeding us and telling us is a bunch of lies and deceit, and all of it is being unveiled. It is being unveiled, and God is showing us and revealing the truth to us. Day in and day out, He is showing us. So we need to understand that we are not each other's enemies. We are not each other's enemies. We are supposed to come together, stand up before these greater powers that are trying to take over and run this world does what they're trying to set out to do. You have to understand this is more on a spiritual level, more so than most are led to believe, because they question the truth about spirituality and God and all of that stuff, because they're so, you know, still struggling with that aspect. But I just want to encourage us all to start trying to really go within and realize that we are, in a sense, we are all we got. You know, these people that's running this country is, you know, trying to take away our freedoms and keep us in this lockdown, and, you know, doing so many things behind the scene that we are unaware of. And I just want people to open their eyes to what's really going on and see it for what it is, and wake up and realize that we have to unite as one unite as one, so we can stand up against what's taking place. Anywho, as you can see, I got on full gear of neoprene pants, long sleeve jacket. I think it's like 89 degrees out here. I'm sweating like you wouldn't believe, but I'm detoxifying my body. It's good for the soul. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you all. Have a great and prosperous day. Change your mindset. Focus on something positive. And have a chat with y'all later. Smooches.